We're all about teamwork, creativity, and problem solving, and fun. We definitely are a lively group. We create mind-bending challenges each year, and teams from around the world use what they've learned in school or as a hobby and try to solve the challenges.
Because you guys all have hidden strengths, and as a class, I want to know what you guys are really good at. So each person can write 2 things that they like to do in their free time. Taking naps, texting, dancing, singing, even though I can't. Don't worry, I'm completely tone deaf. I love to draw, so that's what Rose said. Cook, play video games. Josh, you like to cook?
So we have a formal methodology on how to generate ideas, how to focus ideas. We call those thinking tools, which translates, folks understand what a hammer is and a saw, and they're used for different purposes. So we have tools to help them get more ideas out and be able to focus on a more plausible solution.
So take out another Post-it and do 2 things that you learn from what you do in your free time. What skills and what knowledge do you guys get from watching TV or playing with your little brother, cooking or sewing? Because as working as a team, you guys know what you guys are each good at, then you guys can solve your problem and get the best score you can.
I've just learned to not only work as a team and to work better with people, but to literally think outside the box and to think of crazy solutions to ordinary problems.
So for the first 6 minutes, we'll be using the materials in the bag to create a structure as high as possible that can also be inverted and stand upside down. And then after the 6 minutes are up, we're gonna measure them, see how tall they are, and then see if they flip.
Many of our activities, the bell will go off and we see how well or not your team succeeded with that particular challenge, and kind of look at the process that you followed.
You'll get 1 point for each inch of how tall the structure is, 20 points if the structure inverts for 5 seconds, up to 10 points for the creativity of the structure's design, and up to 20 points for how well your team works together.
So we're definitely hands-on, minds-on, with laughter and thinking. So we kind of stealth the learning into a pretty fun experience.
I didn't expect it to be like this, not at all, and I'm getting some pretty useful things out of it. So
I expected it to be boring, but then everybody was so happy and making jokes and funny and stuff. Yeah, and I didn't expect any games. That was the surprise, but it turned out to be real cool.
The challenge for this one is to get that soccer ball through these tubes as many times as possible. But there are a few rules. There can only be 1 tube in each square, and they have to be entirely in 1 square. You can't have it like half and half. And also, when you're rolling, you have to be behind this line. All the team members need to be behind this line when you're actually rolling. So you get to use these 4 cans, the towel, the 2 PVC pipes, the rope, the 2 shoes, and the cinder blocks. You're trying to get it through the tubes as many times as possible in each bag.
From the first day to the last day, you just really see this complete 180 with some of the kids. Some of them are like the shy ones, they're really loud, and then some of the more bossier kids, they learn to work as a team and they learn to have the whole team incorporate their ideas together.
My mom, she told me that she signed me up for a thinking class, and she told me it was from 1 to 5, and I was just really mad. I didn't want to be in a thinking class in the summertime, I'd be outside or whatever. And then I never thought that it was going to be this fun and this.
Kids that other folks have given up on, they just don't think there's a creative part of them. After working with us, and I think it really is the play between the improv, the performance, the building, that if they're comfortable with one, they get to be comfortable with the other.
Oh my gosh, we need a new challenge. What are we gonna do? And you have to think on your feet and create something and just keep being on the ball and staying on schedule.
And I think that's part of DI. We make it a safe environment for them to show, what they have, and and accept what they have rather than in the school it's right or wrong. When you're interviewing, everybody's going to have pretty much the same skills if they graduated with a degree or with their high school diploma, but who's going to get the job? It's the person who's got the pizzazz, that little bit of extra to that. So the challenges, I think why kids love DI is that they get a chance to show off their talents that may not be visible in the classroom, and they get to use those talents in creative ways. The thinking on your feet skill is what really employers love. In fact, with our alumni, the normal progression is once a company has hired one of our alumni and they realize the skills they have, they want to know, how can I hire more? Who else do you know that's from the program?
DI really helps you it makes you think about everything at once and then what would be the best solution. So you really come up with like the greatest ideas.